Hello! Welcome to the second to last episode of Through the Pages for 2021. Today I'm reviewing a book of 2021, The Weightless World by Adam Soto. Love the cover, trying to get the fact that that's embossed there where it says a novel. And don't quote me on this, but I do believe my friend Jared Bartman, who's working in like cover design field, helped on this in some way. A name longtime viewers will know has recommended several books to me, including what I think was my favorite novel I read all year, The Wind-Up Bird Chronicle. I digress. So this book right here, it was interesting because I read it at the same kind of era as I had just read The Three-Body Problem and Cloud Cuckoo Land. And it felt almost like a fusion of them, where you have that kind of classic multiple storylines all coalescing into one, but then the science fiction element, and I really enjoyed the contemporary slant on that, whereas like both Cloud Cuckoo Land and Three-Body Problem were contemporary for their era, but it felt like, when I say contemporary for The Weightless World, like the main two characters were like my age and going through similar things in their dialogue, and even just like living in Chicago, a place I visit, like going to the record store he went to tomorrow and stuff like. So I really appreciated the age of it, or the generation of it. There's a word that I can't think of. Drop a comment down low if you can think of the word, like the relatability of the era of it. But so, without giving anything away, as always, no spoilers, but I really enjoyed the dialogue. I liked all of the characters that it went through, but then it just, I don't know, it didn't finish super strong, where like midway through, I was like, I'm going to be recommending this one to people. This is a sharp book, this is a new author, and it just kind of wrapped up. And like, I wasn't super thrilled with it. Like, I liked the main, what I would say is the sci-fi element that sort of like spurred so much within the book and the plots. I liked that, and it kind of, that just kind of went, and then it was more just on the characters. And as someone who, I love things that are character driven, or be that movies or books or shows or anything, but like for some reason it kind of faded a little bit for me. And maybe it's something I would have to pass through again, because that maybe I expected the main, or that initial main plot element to kind of build or conclude in a bigger way. Especially like, I just read Three-Body Problem. Epic, and that it's almost unfair to read those back to back. You should have to just read like a burner book after this, like just some book where it's like, it's gonna be decent, move on, and then go through with a fresh eyes. So I think Jessica Lit on Fire calls it like a book hangover. But yeah, I really enjoyed it, and I wanted to like it more than I did when I finished it. I think, as I was like being honest with myself, it was like good. And so I don't think I've had any reviews on here as like, I read this entire book, didn't like it. Like, I liked this book. Like, and I ended up recommending it to Ryan, who recommended this book to me. I'll be curious to hear what he thinks on it. I don't want to spoil it and be like, hey, that book I recommended, I jumped the gun a little bit. Like, because then he was just like, oh, so the ending isn't good. So like, and it's not that it's specifically like the ending, it's just sort of like I feel like he had something there and then just kind of digressed a little bit. And like, I liked the sentences were great, the writing was wonderful, but it seems like he kind of maybe got lost in that a little bit, where some books, go the other way, and it's just like all plot driven. It's like, that was a detective novel in a way, so like it didn't skirt the line well. It went a little heavy in one way. I enjoyed it overall, and it's just like, I want to read more writers that I feel like are of my generation, and I really liked how do I say it? I like where he is going with his writing, and I like, if he had announced another book coming out, like I would be pre-ordering it. I want more from Adam Soto, and I love finding contemporary writers. I don't imagine this is his last book. I've seen this book seem to kind of get bigger and bigger over the months as it's been out, and I love to see that. And so I hope there's more from him, and in the line of books, I say this was, in the middle, or that, or it just gets better and better as his bibliography builds. But yeah, something about it didn't quite stick. And so the reason I do post a video like this that it feels weird to post something like he wrote an entire book and I said like, you know, like anything but holy hell, this person wrote an entire book and got it published. Like that's fantastic. That's incredible. And there's so much good writing in that book. I'm posting this mostly as a question out to you of, if you read this, what did you think? Like through the whole thing, like overall as the book, like not necessarily breaking it down to the stars or 1 out of 10, like how would you rate it? Like how would you describe it? So I'm really curious to see what sort of comments you drop down below. Yeah, if you have any other authors sort of this generation, burgeoning authors, drop their names down below too. I really did like Adam Soto's writing. It just, I think the Weightless world is maybe something that didn't stick as much, but Adam Soto, super down. Also, super cool cover art. Thank you.